kind of switch gears a little bit. I'm going to
Sure.
throw a couple at you real quick. You filed for re-election.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Oh, I'm excited about running. This will be for my fourth term. I look forward to running on my record. I've worked hard. I've done a good job for the first district. I've been a guy with ideas. I've tried to lead. I've done a good job on city council. And so I want to get out there and talk about the things I've done and some of the things we're talking about here. I mean, talking about how to spend that light lease money. Mm-hmm. You know, I want to throw, suggestions out there so I can put these thoughts in people's minds. I really do. I think it's important to have some broad categories to look at. And that's a kind of leadership. And I've been working to try to fill up the fill up the empty big box stores that I have in my district. There's a Value City, there's a Home Depot, those sorts of things, because they drag down a community. They just said, something's wrong. Why don't we have these businesses up and running? Well, so I'm trying to work every angle I can to get some of those businesses filled back up. The other big thing kind of in the first district is the Maplecrest Road extension's coming. And it will impact my district in particular, especially that area on Maplecrest between Lake Avenue and State. It's all very residential. There's senior citizen homes there. But suddenly it's going to be a 4-lane road through there. So I've been working very hard for a number of years to make sure it's not a truck route. The local trucks that are already there, fine, they'll keep going. But new trucks maybe coming in off of 469 or Highway 930 wanting to come into town or a shortcut. No, I've been working very hard to make sure that does not happen.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that when that's completed, do you think it's going to open that area up and you're going to see a tremendous growth in that district?
Well, you mean in the first district, in the northeast? I don't expect to see much at all, because quite frankly, the northeast side has already grown out. There's very little land left to develop there. Maybe when you get way at the northern end up by Rothman Road and 469, there's a little. But for the most part, Steve, it's all developed. I think where you're going to see development is at the south end, along Adams Center Road. That's where the growth is going to take place. Now, that growth will be hopefully aided and abetted, if you will, but the fact that traffic can move easier now from the north to the south by going down Maplecrest. But I don't think it's going to make a huge difference. It might improve some businesses. There'll simply be more traffic there. That might help Georgetown and other places like that. In that sense, it'll be good. But I don't think you're going to see a lot of brand new development because of it, because there just isn't that much left to develop. You may see different or newer businesses coming and going. That will be a good thing. So we'll see what happens. I think it's all going to be good. The biggest drawback of for my district of the Maplecrest extension is what it will do to South Coliseum. Sort of that stretch of Coliseum between State Boulevard as you go down to the Maumee River. That's where some of these empty stores are sitting now. Well, the Maplecrest Road extension is going to take traffic off of Coliseum. It will siphon traffic off because this new 4-lane road is just 2 miles to the east of Coliseum. It's a 5-minute drive between Coliseum now and Maplecrest. And so it will definitely take traffic off of there. And that's going to hurt businesses. So there may be some gain, but there will also be some losses. And that's why I've got the city to designate that section of Coliseum I just mentioned as what's called an economic development target area. That is the one way we can help rebuild that area, because it's the only way, for instance, that retail businesses can get any kind of tax abatement, is you have to have that kind of designation first. No retail business now get tax abatements, but I think it's going to take that kind of an incentive to refill some of those empty big box stores.
Mm-hmm. Was that corridor one of the new ones that was approved for the...
I had asked it to be approved about a year ago, and it takes a while to study it and get all the information together. But that's helping to focus on economic development in the first district. And then at the meeting where this new target area was created, I said, now we have another one we got to worry about. And that's there at the corner of Stellhorn and Maplecrest. I think it's called Stellhorn Village. There was a large Scott's Superstore there that just closed up. Mm-hmm. And so now this shopping center, it was kind of a small shopping center, but the store was big. One time that place was about 80% full. Now it's 80 to 90% empty. And again, it's a drag on your view of the area you live in. It tax dollars are being lost because of property values going down. So I've got to working on that one too, Steve.
And just for those who may not be familiar with that, what we're talking about is the commercial facade grants, which
Yes.
to get those in a certain area, you have to have that designation.
Right.
So that's kind of what we're
Yeah,
talking about.
it opens up the door
Sure.
to tax abatements, some kind of grants, maybe more. It's easier to justify money for improvements, make a parking lot better, entrances better, that sort of thing. And so, I've been on top of that to make sure we get those designations.
Sure. Anything else going on you want to mention?
No, that's it. I'm just looking forward to getting out there and talking to a lot more folks. You just do that during a campaign year. Start walking a few neighborhoods as soon as the weather gets warm, and continue working. It's going to be an exciting year. There's a mayoral race, as we all know. It's going to be wild.
Yeah, sure is. It already has been.
I know. I have no doubt that Tom Henry's going to run again, and his State of the City address that he gave today, he listed all of his accomplishments, and he did a very good job of that, and he's accomplished a lot, but a lot of that accomplishment has been done in coordination, in combination with City Council.
Mm-hmm.
So I just kind of want to remind people of that too. But that's about it, Steve.
Okay. Well, Tom, we appreciate your time today.
All right. Thanks.
Sure.